Hello friends, my name is Joyce. I'm one of your yoga instructors at 125 Live, and today I'd like to offer you a short, gentle vinyasa flow. So wherever you are, bring yourself into a standing pose. Perhaps you're on a mat, perhaps you're on a solid floor. Barefoot is often good when we're doing yoga so we don't slip. However, if you feel that your balance and your stability are better in your shoes, please go ahead and leave them on. We bring ourselves with our feet hip distance apart, toes pointing straight ahead. We can rock and roll on our feet a bit just to find our perfect stance. Forward and backwards, side to side. We can lift the toes and starting with the baby toes, sweep them down onto the mat so we're in the most contact with the mat that we can be. We then stack our knees over our ankles, our hips over the knees. We extend the back long and tall. We have a proud chin and the crown of the head stretches to the ceiling. We can roll the shoulders around and back, allowing those shoulder blades to protect the spine. Our palms face a bit forward. We're opening through heart center. And we take several breath cycles here. First, breathing deeply in. And exhaling completely out. Again, breathing deeply in and exhaling completely out. One more time, inhaling and exhaling. We can shake our bodies out if we've gotten a bit tense during that breathing, and we'll move into raising our arms above the head as we inhale and bringing them back down to our sides as we exhale. Listen to your own shoulders. However high you bring your arms is completely individual. Inhaling up and exhaling down. Inhaling up, filling those lungs, bringing vitality to the cells. Exhaling down. One more time. Inhaling all the way up and exhaling the hands down. We shake out or roll out the shoulders, the hips, the knees, and the ankles. This time we breathe the hands either to cactus or goalpost pose or all the way overhead, palms kissing. And we're going to bring in a gentle back bend, just opening through heart center. We inhale back up, and we prepare for our first forward fold. We inhale up. As we exhale, we bend the knees, send the hips back gently. Hinging at those hips, we sweep down. We can find the mat. We can bring the hands to the thighs or to the shins. In this first inversion, we bend the knees deeply. We can allow the torso to rest right on the thighs. We release the head and the neck. We do the motions for yes and no to release through the neck. Very gently, we can straighten the legs as much as feels healthy for us. We're releasing through the head, neck, and shoulders and the lower back. We're stretching through the backs of the legs. We prepare to come back upright, so we bend the knees, pressing down through the feet. We sweep the hands overhead as we come all the way up, bringing the arms to cactus or overhead, adding a gentle back bend, exhaling, We send the arms out. We hinge at the hips, bending the knees if we like, sweeping the hands down to the mat. We then bring the hands to right below the knees or mid-shin level. We're pulling the core center tight. This is our tabletop or halfway up pose. We're sending our hips and our shoulders to the back of the mat, yet the crown of the head is stretching in the opposite way. We pull that navel center in toward the spine, so we're creating a long, solid back. We exhale, bending the knees, folding back to the ground. Now pressing through the feet, bending the knees slightly to protect the lower back. We sweep all the way up. We can add a slight back bend. We're going to move through that flow a bit more quickly. Exhaling forward, fold down. Inhale, tabletop. Exhale, forward fold. Pressing down through the feet, a slight bend in the knees, inhaling all the way up. We're now going to add a sweet little lunge. Exhaling, we forward fold down. Inhale, finding that solid, solid tabletop. Exhaling, we fold down. We bend the knees as much as we need to bring the hands flat to the mat. We then step back with the right foot. We can place the ball of the foot on the mat behind us. The other option is to come right down to that knee and then bring the top of the foot flat to the mat. That gives us more connection with the mat and allows us greater balance. We then walk our torso upright. We can balance ourselves with the hands on the thigh. We can bring the hands to heart space. We can bring the hands into our goalpost pose or overhead. We're now going to increase that lunge just a little, deepening through the thigh stretch. We then sweep the hands back down to the mat. We come back to the toes and the ball of the right foot. We then step, jump, or assist that right foot to meet the left foot. We drop down into our forward fold. With a slight bend at the knees, pressing down through the floor, we sweep our hands all the way up and overhead. We find that gentle back bend. Same thing, other side. Swan dive down, nice hinge at the hips. Inhaling, tabletop. Exhaling, forward fold. Bringing the palms, the hands down to press into the mat. We step back with the left foot. We can stay on the ball of the foot or come down to the knee once again. We're bringing our bodies upright, using our hands to assist in the movement. Hands can then come to heart space. Stay at the thigh, come to the hips, goalpost, cactus, or overhead. We stay right here and feel the strength as we press through the legs, press into the feet. We can deepen that lunge slightly if it calls to us. On an exhale, we sweep the hands back down to the mat. If our knee is down and our foot flat, we bring those toes and the ball of the foot to the mat. We then press through that foot, walking, jumping,